I'm just trying to have fun. My attitude this year has changed. I'm not getting depressed on all this weather and the bad muddy conditions and stuff like that. I'm just gonna go to each race, try to have fun and do my best and just kind of take it as it goes. As far as after racing, I don't know. I'm sure I'll definitely stay in the biking industry. I love to work for one of my co-sponsors like Oakley or Fox or I mean even Mongoose or whoever, but some of the companies that are a little bit local to me like Shimano or Oakley. I don't really follow too much of a schedule. I kind of just go by my body. You know, I try to hit the gym a couple times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, and you know, I do a couple body parts each day. But I don't get in there at 8 o'clock and leave at 10, and then come home and eat lunch, and then go for a 2-hour ride. I'm not that structured. I try to keep it fun, keep it interesting. I think that's the you know, one of the best things about our job. For the downhill, you kind of prepare yourself. You're up there, you're warming up. You know, you kind of go over the course in your head, and once you get on the course, I mean, you just got to go with it. If you make a little mistake here, you kind of just got to put it behind you and keep going, focus ahead on what's coming up, look ahead, and just try to flow and stay smooth. In the slalom, you know, you could make a little mistake maybe in the beginning rounds when you're going against some slower people, but you have to get the course really dialed, and you have to keep wanting it in the slalom. You also got to be consistent. You got to take chances, but you got to take educated chances. You can't ride over your head because you could try to do one of the obstacles out here, and it might be a little risky, crash, and you know, that'll be the end of that. Without BMX, I definitely wouldn't be where I am today. It's a great starting point, I think, for any rider, whether they're going to eventually go cross-country or road or whatever. You see a lot of these guys who, you know, race cross-country and they can't even do a wheelie or bunny up a curb. And BMX, I think, develops a lot of good skills that can help you down the road. We're riding the Intense frame this year. The frame is pretty much the same as last year. The shock, we're running the Fox rear shock. And this shock has a lockout system right here. It's connected to a cable. It goes all the way up to the handlebar. So when you're on some smooth, flat straightaways, you can lock out the rear and get more power. This fork is, I believe, 1 pound to 1.5 pounds lighter than last year's fork. So it's definitely an advantage. Bikes are getting quite heavy, so now I think we're to the point where we're trying to work on the weight issues. We're running the HRB roller drum brake on this bike. This is prototype. It's not available yet, but we're trying to work out all the little bugs on it, but it's a really nice braking system when it's working good. It's all controlled, the shifting is all controlled by air. It comes up to these tubes, I don't know if you can see them, all the way down to the rear derailleur. And it makes the shifting really light. I mean, you barely have to touch these shifters, and you'll get a precise shift. I just take it race by race. I mean, try to go to each race and try to do my best, and then, you know, as you get closer to the end, then you kind of start counting points. Oh, cool, I'm here, I'm there. I got to do this, I got to do that. But I don't think there's too much point worrying about it so early in the season.